Hey everyone, welcome to the Ask Bess show. This is a Facebook Live that comes to you every Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern Time. And this is a show where you can ask any question that's on your mind or on your heart. Can be about business, network marketing, job, career, family, relationships, communication, health, weight loss, spiritual fulfillment, anything like that. My message is you matter. I hear you. You're not alone. Every problem has a solution, and you're bigger than any problem before you. And the solution is always within reach, and you don't have to do it alone. I'll help. In a little bit, I'll share my real conversations 4-step method to self-help, where you can get from problem to solution in minutes with anything that comes up. Hello, Shamala, you are front row again. Welcome, dear friend, wonderful person to follow. Check out Shamala if you want to find a smart, kind, loving, spiritual business person in network marketing and in life. Shamala's from South Africa, and what time is it over there, Shamala? I'm so happy that you can join nearly every show. Thank you so much. So, who am I? I am a holistic health practitioner, body-mind therapist for 30 years, Reiki master, minister, inner child therapist, neuromuscular therapist, and I have been practicing for a long time, helping hundreds and hundreds of people to break through blocks and negative beliefs to their success and who they really are. This is my calling. This is what I'm here to do, is to share the real conversations process that I evolved. And so welcome, Vicki. Good to see you. And welcome, Judy. How are you? Judy is a dear friend and lady to also follow. Very heartfelt, and these are the best people here. So I used to be a full-time my niche is network marketers. I used to be a full-time network marketer for years, helped me raise my son as a single mom. My company went out of business, and I went into the personal growth field for my own healing and to help other people. So I bring this forward now to help all people in business, health, wealth, love, all those issues, business and life, and coaching and network marketing and therapy. My niche is network marketers. And today I'm actually going to tell a story on myself about my network marketing history, my embarrassing gem story. So I'm going to do that in just a moment. Let me invite people here, because I want to let people know. And if you know someone who might like to, especially network marketers, who might benefit from hearing this, I'd love if you tag them, invite them, or even share in a personal growth or network marketing Facebook group that could be watching live with us at the same time. That would be awesome. And so I'm inviting Liz and Rebecca and Rosie and Annie and Marty and Andrew and Ann and Robert. It is a sunny day here in Kansas today. What's it like where you are? I'd love to hear where you're watching from. And if you're watching the replay, please type in replay, because I'd like to thank you for that. And if anyone has ever had an embarrassing moment in network marketing, I would love to hear you say yes. Then I'll feel not so alone. Because I'm kind of telling on myself. Here I am, big network marketing coach and all that, the visible one, and tell you some of my missteps along the way. And everybody relates to those because we all have them, right? So just inviting a few more people. Get going in just a moment. And I want to thank each of you for being here, because you matter to me. I care. I hear you. And I think people need that. They need to know that they're not alone, and that there is a solution to every problem. By the way, if you'd like to be on my text reminder before every show, which is Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern Time, then just please Facebook private message me the text number that is best for you to send you a reminder of the show, and I'll be glad to do that. Okay, go to the topic today. So my embarrassing gem story started out when I was a new network marketer, and here I am, a shy network marketer. I was so shy that when I was a kid, I would hide out in my room when company would come. And I'm reminding to tell you this story today because I just did a workshop on Thursday night for a new network marketing company called the Real Conversations Workshop. And I was telling stories on there. I told this story and I thought, hey, this would be good to share with everybody, right? You may have heard about that I felt shy, but you may not have heard the Jim story. So it started this way. I was so shy that I had to get over that to talk to people about my network marketing nutritional business. And the way that I got over that is that I focused on the people and the benefit that I was getting, all the good things that I was hearing from the people that were using my product. And so that's what I focused on when it kept the attention off of myself, off of me, because that's what my shyness was. And so then I began to talk to people, and then you couldn't shut me up. And then I was coming on too strong because I was talking about my business all the time. Here I was on a mission, right, to help people. This is good for them. It's for their own good. So I was talking about it all the time, thinking, well, yes, this is for their good. I'm working now for a higher purpose, a service, and I'm not worried about what people think of me. I'm not, fearful or shy anymore. Now I'm talking to a lot of people and talking all the time, until at the gym one day, a friend said in the dressing room, an acquaintance there kindly said to me, Bess, all you ever talk about is your business. And this stunned me. I mean, it got me because I still was a people pleaser. I still wanted people to like me, and I didn't know I was doing that. I did not know I was turning people off. So I was shocked for a while into just, being quiet. But when I came out of that, then I said, okay, you just need to learn, Bess, you need to learn some communication skills. You need to become interested in them and ask them questions about themselves, get them talking about them. Forget your business for a while. After you develop a good rapport and you hear a need that your product or your business could solve, then might be a time to offer the option. But when there's no question in their mind and I'm just saying, hey, I've gotten in this neat business and you want to try it and all that stuff, that's like spamming them, right? And the lady called me on it, fortunately. So now I had that great awakening and this great story to tell. So use every mistake as a stepping stone. But hello, Adriana, how are you? I'm talking today about a network marketing story and overcoming fear and being so wrapped up in my own self and my own agenda that I forget to talk with other people about their agendas. So I said, okay, I need to read the book, Dale Carnegie's book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And then I need to remember to ask people about themselves. Like, if I meet somebody at the gym, do you come here often? How do you like it? Do you like working out? Is that one of your priorities? Or about their family? Are you married? Do you have children? This is especially okay for a woman to ask another woman, more so than a man asking a woman. You might want to be careful of that, or go very slowly on that. But you can ask them about interests. Do you come here often? What do you do for a living? That sort of thing. Just to ask curious, not nosy, but curious and interested questions. So I began practicing that. And one client that I coached said, well, Bess, isn't that like having an ulterior motive? You're really asking them all these questions so that eventually you can tell them about your network marketing business? And I said, yes, then it would be. But try this on for size. Forget the agenda. Forget your company. Forget anything but just being a friend and a listener and uplifting somebody around you, uplifting them a little bit that day by caring about them. How often do people really ask about you and your life and really care and really interested and really listen and ask, well, what's the next question? You can always realize what's the next question to ask them. That is really pretty rare, that somebody puts aside their own agenda and just listens. That is a gift. So first of all, you just become a friend, just for the heck of doing it, just for the sake of doing it, the joy of uplifting another person. if it naturally leads down the road to sharing with them or offering them another gift, which could be the options of your product or your business or your service to improve their life, then that's good too, if it leads naturally to that. See, I wasn't doing it the natural way. So if anyone here has had an embarrassing moment in network marketing, please type in yes, because I'd like to let everybody here know that they're not alone. I bet everyone has. I also teach with puppets. So I wanted to just share a few of the inner voices that could be going on. I teach with two puppets. One is a jackal puppet, which represents our inner negative talk that we might do to ourselves or to other people. It's a negative part of ourselves, or the human, the lower part of ourselves. And then the other puppet is the giraffe. And the giraffe represents a higher viewpoint. A giraffe has the largest heart of any land animal, and also has a very high view, being way, way up there, right? So represents the higher self speaking to us. And this is what the jackal could be saying when we're just thinking of our own agenda, when we're coming on too strong. The jackal could be impatient, and the jackal could be saying, hey, come on, what's taking you so long? Why don't you get it? I have my goals to reach. I have my quota to make. I want to reach the next rank. You are here to meet my needs. I mean, this is a little voice inside of all of us that, we would like people to be here for us, right? If we are by default, humans are kind of selfish. So the jackal inside of us might be saying, we don't really think this, right? But this is still a little subconscious voice. It still kind of speaks in our ear, or wishes they could say this to other people. So the jackal says, you are here to meet my needs. Help me reach my goals. Why don't you get it? What's taking you so long? Get with it. Join my company, buy my product, join my company, and everything. So the giraffe, welcome, Teresa. And the giraffe is saying, now how would you like to be talked to like that? Would you like to be would you like your purpose in life to be to meet other people's needs? Don't you like it when people care about you and ask about you and listen to you? Yes, I do, giraffe. That's what they like too. You can set your own agenda aside for a little bit and just be there for someone with no agenda at all, just listening, caring, asking interested, curious questions, polite questions, and really be a good listener. Then you can feed back what you heard them say. Oh, that must be tough, that you work a full-time job and you're away from your kids and you miss them. That must be hard. Is that hard for you? So that's what the giraffe, or the positive or the higher self person, can say to others. How is that for you? Is that hard for you? Do you miss your kids when you're at work? Do you wish you could retire your husband? Do you wish you had a better retirement? Or whatever you just happen to be talking about. Maybe the person's talking about money, and the giraffe might say, do you wish you were free of money problems as you face retirement? Or do you wish you could be home with your kids every day? Or do you wish that you had no debt? Or if you're a student, that you could pay off that loan quicker than in 30 years, what many of them take to pay it off. Or that you could leave that bad job that's not good for you. So those are some of the things that the giraffe can say. And to the internal talk, the giraffe can say, hey, Bess, put aside your own concerns for a little while and hear another person's. You might feel uplifted, and you might both feel uplifted if you do that. So that is my jackal and giraffe little play for you today. And Shamala says it's she was driving and got back from a cultural show and awards event. Wow. So this is like the end of the day there, right? And Teresa sends love. Thank you very much, Teresa. So did this help today, you guys? I promised to show you my 4-step real conversations process to help you get from any problem to solution real fast in minutes. And this is that when you recognize a problem, look and see what the emotion is underneath it, and then look and see what the need is underneath that. Because every problem is really the sign of an unmet need. Did you know that? As a counselor and therapist, I have realized that over 30 years, that the simplest way to solve any problem is to realize there's an unmet need underneath it. And then we see what that need is and meet that need in a good way. And that's what the last step is. You meet that need in a good way. But first we have to identify the need a lot of times too. After the Real Conversations workshop that I did on Thursday night, I asked my dear friend Lisa Metzger, who organized this workshop, I said, well, did you get something from this that you can use in your life? And she said, absolutely, I'm looking at things in a different way. And now I see that I actually feel comforted when I encounter a problem, and I know that I can find and I look for the unmet need underneath that, the underlying need underneath that, and meet that. So it is a comforting thought to know that there's a way out, right? And there is a solution to every problem. So in this case, let's take a look at my situation. Turning people off, the emotion when I found out I was doing it was shock, shame. Oh my gosh, I like to consider myself a good person, a caring person, but evidently, I failed there. And then the need was to have better communication skills. And the way I met that was reading the Dale Carnegie book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. The essence of that book is simply to ask interested questions, be caring and interested about other people. So, and Vicki says, yes, you've had embarrassing moments in network marketing, and that's okay, because that's how we learn. And Robert Kiyosaki says, if I learn the most from my mistakes, let me make a lot of them, right? That's me. So, and Teresa says, you're fabulous. That's because it takes one to know one, Teresa. Thank you. Teresa's another wonderful person on here to follow. She's just pure love, so I think you're going to like. And welcome, David Roeder. How are you? David is a good friend and also student in our school, the MLM Millionaire Academy. And by the way, that reminds me, I wanted to mention that we have an open house tomorrow night. You may have heard me speak about the school where we teach how to methods, the 10 core commitments, time tested for decades in network marketing, and also methods to always get a yes, never get objections, never fear that you're intruding. Methods that work with all 4 personalities, and it's helped people to jump ranks real fast. How to ensure that you get qualified people in your team, how to recruit the top earners fastest and easiest, how to know when's the right time to quit your job, knowing the 5 laws of duplication, how to get people to events most easily. These are all things that we teach inside the school. So you may have heard me speak about it, and if you would like a personal invitation to get an inside peek in the school and attend our open house tomorrow night, just private message me and I'll send you that information. Be glad to do that. And if you would like to be on my text reminder for this show, please private message me at the best number to do that for you. And if you would like the free Real Conversations tools, actually I have an info product that I have sold for hundreds of dollars. I will send this free to you. I'll put a link below, but you can also immediately go to the Facebook group, Real Conversations Class, the Facebook event, Real Conversations Class. And there you will find a link to the free tools I mentioned with a chart of the 4 steps and an audio explaining how to use it, and emails helping you to journal yourself through the 4 steps of Real Conversations. It's a very good skill to know to bust through any block in minutes so that you don't waste time getting stuck or waste any downtime or productive time that you could be using for your network marketing business. So it's a very, very valuable skill. Help hundreds of people make a lot of money. And you can get these tools for free at the Facebook group, Facebook event, Real Conversations Class. And then there are people who want more help beyond that, but I private coach people. Some people, that's the fastest way to work with me. However, if you want an intermediate step, I started a class called Real Conversations on Tuesday nights. and it's a very affordable class, and you can come on and get coached in a group. You can come on anonymously. It's not recorded for privacy. You can come on with a made-up name and all that and get coached or learn from other people on the class. And that link for that class is also at the same page, and I'll put a link below for that as well. So welcome, Joe. We're just concluding here. Did this help today? Did you get something? Did you get a takeaway? I'd love to hear what that is. If you got a takeaway today, please type yes. And if you care to share it, one thing that you can use in your life this coming week, then please type in yes. Was it that every problem is a sign of an unmet need, and all you have to do is uncover that need? It means there's a solution to every single problem, doesn't there? Is that kind of good to know? So whatever is meaningful to you, I love to hear that. Whatever you would like to ask a question, because this is the Ask Bess show. You can ask a question below, and I can answer it now, or even after the show. You can also private Facebook message me a question for the Ask Bess show, which is here every Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern time. So what people do is they'll private Facebook message me a question there, and I don't use their name, and then I respond to it on the next show. So that's another way you can do it. Love to hear from you. And everyone take care. Tomorrow, the show is called Fear is Expensive. Have you ever thought of that? What does fear cost you in your life? In a business, but also in personal relationships and even health. What does fear cost you? Fear is very expensive. Can you afford it? Would you like to know my tips how to overcome that? Join me tomorrow at noon Eastern time. Be glad to see you. Let's keep the conversation going here. Love to continue it. And she says, Vicky got a takeaway. Yes, be more personal with people. Ask them more about themselves. That's such a simple thing, isn't it? But it really is the key to good relationships and good business. It's good business in the long run. To put our business aside and become interested in people. That's good business. People are the most important part, right, Vicki? Thank you for your takeaway. I appreciate it. Let's keep the conversation going here afterward. I come back and read. So thank you all for joining. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.